This thing's older than you are. I got this in like 2011. Yeah. So maybe not older, but close. So. That's funny. Want me to intro it? Hello, everyone, and welcome to the shadow of Samaritan Hospital and Burdett Street here in downtown Troy. Voice of the Thoroughbreds, Chris McSwiggan here with you, also with Keen Deniger, who's the RPI guy normally. We'll get him on in just a second, but this is a heck of a matchup. Liberty League, first round, RPI and Skidmore. We're going to tag team this one here today as, again, my visiting Thoroughbreds, his home Engineers. We've got Liberty League playoff basketball. Nothing is better than that. 24-21. Skidmore leads this series all time, but they've lost twice in a row. RPI has swept them so far this season. And, you know, it's very tough to beat a team 3 times in a year. Skidmore's going to try to do that here today on the road in a place where they really haven't had a lot of success in recent years. As we're doing the starting lineups right now, as well as the national anthem that just concluded. So once again, once we get Keen up and running here, we'll get that going. But yeah, RPI is going to be in their home whites here today. Black numbers, white, red rather, against along the breastplate there. Skidmore in their road greens, white numbers with yellow outline. Again, always a great time between these two schools. So far, the last time these two teams played, I mean, it has been a barn burner each of the 2 times they played. Back on January 10th, it was a 51-47 RPI victory. Skidmore controlled that game for a good majority of it. However, the leading scorer in that game for the Thoroughbreds was Sophia Martinez with 10. She was the only Thoroughbred in double figures, and Sienna Smith had 11 in that game. Again, that was back on the 10th. She was the only Engineer in double figures. And then they played a little bit later on in the season as well. As we pull this up here, as we get ready to go, on January 30th, these two teams played also. Leading scorer in that one was Brooke Boyle with 19, Sienna Smith with 16, and Neve Gendron had 13 on her way to 3 Engineers being in double figures. The only Thoroughbreds player in double figures was Claudia Schneider with 23. They're going to need Claudia again here today. As again, the Thoroughbreds are set. Thoroughbreds are set to jump here. As again, there's been a bit of a snafu at the scorer's table. We are ready to go. Ruby Krupp is going to jump against Neve Gendron. And we are underway. It'll be Thoroughbreds corralling the ball first. And again, we are sorry to get to you so late, as we are on RPI TV here today instead of on YouTube. So there was a little bit of a snafu there. But it's going to be Thoroughbreds starting with it. Claudia Schneider around the outside. She finds Severino. And Skidmore's going to want to work this perimeter. RPI's got suffocating defense, interior and exterior, but that's Madison Meyer, and they're going to need all of her today as she lays that one up and scores. Again, the senior from Duanesburg, such an integral part of this team all season long. She's come off the bench and has been fantastic, to say the least, for this team. She does it all, offense, defense. She can score in the blink of an eye. She can shoot. If they get it down inside to Neve Gendron. Gendron kicks it back out her Mazza ball. Across the way, Sienna Smith at the top. Sienna Smith going to try to copy Meyer, drive the lane, rolls it home. And it's a 2-2 game. And again, that's what RPI is going to need to do, as they're going to have to try to combat this Skidmore size in the middle. And it's number 10 versus number 10 at the perimeter. There's the handoff, Severino top arc 2-2 game here, just underway. 8:51 to play here on RPI TV. Again, voice of the Thoroughbreds, Chris McSwiggan with you. Keen Denniger will be on in just a second once we get the audio fixed. If I'm not clear, I apologize as well. A couple of snafus going on early on here that were unintentional, but we'll get this as clear as we can for you in just a second. That score was by Martinez, who drove the lane, finished with the left. It's win or go home here tonight, and you can tell by the intensity early on. They get it down to Gendron, who scores right in front of Schneider, and it's a 4-4 game. 8:21 to play. As Martinez gets it in, there's Madison Meyer again, splits two defenders, kicks it out. Severino turns, looks inside, stolen away her Mazda ball. She's had such quick hands. She was suffocating on defense the last time these two teams played. Now they're going to kick it down the floor again. Neve Gendron is there. Gendron hands off Sophie Costello. Brooke Boyle had 19 against the Thoroughbreds back on the 30th of January. Gets it again, hits the 15-footer, didn't touch anything there, and there's a scrum for it on the ground. Skidmore got possession first, so I think it's going to stay with the Engineers, and it is. So Mazda ball is going to inbound under their own basket here. And they're going to look at something here at the scorer's table, it looks like, as Mazda ball's set to inbound. And they didn't give a foul out, not really sure, and I'll be honest with you, we have the same view up above. We're not down at the scorer's table, so we don't really hear the back and forth as to what's going on with these two, but there was no foul called. I don't know why there was a delay in the game there, but we are back underway as her Mazda ball has it around the outside. She turns, looks into the middle. She has her shot blocked, but that's going to stay here. It was a clean block. And we got it back again. Gendron across the way inside, and Gendron to Costello. That's a shot clock violation. So the Thoroughbreds do what the Thoroughbreds do, and that is play suffocating defense. And both of these teams kind of pride themselves on defense. I talked to Coach Bostic earlier in the week. He said defense into offense. His defense to create offense on fast break sort of plays has been the bread and butter for this team, and that's a little preview of what they do right there. They force teams to go late in the shot clock and take a bad shot. RPI likes to move the ball around. They like to use a lot of the shot clock, but they like to find the open shooter and take the right shot. Skidmore looking to not let him do that here today, as there's the drive. Martinez up and under, circus shot, no. Rebound comes down to Boyle. They're going to come left. Again, RPI coming left to right on your screen. Turn, looks up and off the mark. But a foul is called. That's the first foul of the game. And it'll be Sienna Smith at the line. Smith has her first points of the year as well. Second shot up and good for Smith. So 6-4 game here, about halfway through this first quarter. And they get it down low. Out to Martinez. Martinez to Schneider. Schneider wants the jumper, no. It's going to be chased down in the corner by Audrey Bowen. Did she save it? Looks like she did, but not in time. Those long legs stepped out of bounds first. And the 6'1" Audrey Bowen, boy, she tried. She got over there in a hurry, but just wasn't in the right position that time for it. So now Skidmore going to run this press defense that's been giving Liberty League teams fits all season long. Costello up to the top. Amaza ball again. Kicks corner. That's Boyle. Boyle dribble drive to the left. Back out Castillo. Sophie Castillo, dribble drive to the lane, puts it up and scores, but she traveled first. So nothing doing there for Castillo. And boy, she got to the rim real quick from the outside. And that's what she does, but again, just left that pivot foot a little bit too quickly. Again, Sienna Smith had 2 free throws a minute ago. She has 304 points on the year, but far and away the leading scorer for the Engineers, and the leading scorer for the Thoroughbreds with 289 is Meyer. And there's a step back jumper, is good. They get it to Smith over the mid-court stripe, and there's a foul called. So it'll be the second Thoroughbred foul. They give this one to Sarah Hasty. So Hasty picks up her first, team's second. In a 6-6 game here. As Smith gets it at the free throw line and runs right into Hasty, and that's going to be an offensive foul. And boy, that one was close either way. As Smith caught it, lowered that shoulder. Hasty did a good job of getting her feet there and getting set. And you don't see contact like that in the women's game too often, but that was a collision. And it's going to go the way of the Thoroughbreds here as Martinez. She slices through the lane, kicks across. And the shot is up for Schneider. Schneider usually makes that shot. Again, the Thoroughbreds starting off a little bit cold offensively here in the beginning of this game. This is a team that is built to get a lead and use that suffocating defense to keep a lead. Right now, they can't buy a bucket. It's been almost 3 minutes since the Thoroughbreds have scored from the floor. Hamazabal, 3 from the corner, side rim, no. And there's going to be a scrum for it, going down to get it, a tie-up. This one will favor the Thoroughbreds, as RPI got the last one. So neither team can buy a bucket right now. Both teams scoreless here for the last 2:42. They got 5:13 to go. Again, the last set of points we had was at about the 7-minute mark, and that was the 2 Sienna Smith free throws. So, again, neither team offensively alive right now, as there's a kick 3, corner, Martinez, no. There's Boyle on the run out. Boyle has a clean block from, that was Schneider, who got all the way back on the run out. And Schneider was able to get a hand on it, and Brooke Boyle took that shot. She's got to grab that and go straight up with that long frame of hers, but instead she brought it down to set herself, and Schneider got a hand on it. So we got a timeout on the floor, 4:49 to go here in this opening quarter. Last time these two teams played, again, they've been close every single time. Engineers are on a 2-game win streak versus the Thoroughbreds. They have a home record all time against Skidmore of 22-16. And however, in the last 10 matchups, they're 2-8. So before Skidmore came in here on the 10th, they had won 8 straight against RPI. So RPI got a little bit of revenge early on this year, but I don't think any of that's going to matter if they lose to the 6th-seeded Thoroughbreds here today. Again, Skidmore 11-14, 9-9 in conference play. They had a chance to improve their record, but they lost their final 2 games of the year to Ithaca and RIT. Engineers right now are the 3 seed. Their final 2 games they split with St. Lawrence and Clarkson. And there's going to be a turnover in the corner. And the Thoroughbreds going to get it back here. And I think we may have Keen on with us now. Are you here? I can't hear you on the headset, Bo. As they got Hasty. Hasty over to Martinez. Martinez underneath Megan Drury has her shot thrown by Sienna Smith. And Smith, who again is the do-it-all player for this RPI team, Smith, the graduate student from Ann Arbor, Michigan. 304 points this year. As Martinez drives the lane, not going to get the roll. And boy, that is the offense that Skidmore loves to use. They are getting the shots that they want right now, just not dropping for them. As Smith drives the lane up and under move, RPI's got the lead, and that's 306 on the year for Smith as she goes right by Martinez and scores, and it's 8-6, RPI in front. Megan Drury now, a shot from the corner, no. Skyen for the rebound is Schneider, who tries to throw it back into Bowen and has it stolen away. So Smith gets it back. RPI with a chance to extend the lead early on here. And they look down to Smith. Smith kicks corner. Costello wants three. Side rim, no. And out of bounds to the Thoroughbreds as Megan Drury went down to get it. And the ball was poked away. They get it in now to Costello. Costello around outside to Danielle Stroff. Stroff tries to make the pass. Neve Gendron, and she's battling with Meyer. And Meyer does her job, throws it off the leg of Neve Gendron out of bounds. So Madison Meyer brings the ball up the floor now. Again, it's an 8-6 Engineer lead. Skidmore's had a lot of great shots on the hoop, but not able to get anything really to fall here in the early going. And there's Hermosa Ball with the steal. She's going to go coast to coast, but Bowen is there, up no. And Sienna Smith cleans it up, and she's going back to the line. So Sienna Smith, who was in the right place at the right time to get that one, she right now has been the offense in terms of scoring. She's going to go back to the line again here for a chance to extend this lead. And first one's up and good. 7 points on the night. Now remember, RPI's got 9. 7 of them have come from the graduate student Smith, and make it 8 of them here, 8 of 10. And 4 of those from the charity stripe as well, as Hasty gets the inbound, gets it back over to Meyer. It's a 10-6 game here. Early stages of this one, still the first quarter. As they get it inside Drury, the up and under move, turns, spins, tries to put it off the glass, left it short. And again, Skidmore is getting fantastic looks at it. They just have not been able to put it in, and that has sort of been the Achilles heel to some of the games that they've started off slowly this season and had to try to battle their way back. They've started off slow offensively and have not been able to recover. We saw that in the Ithaca game as well over the weekend. Just not able to take advantage of the easy ones. As Hermosa Ball almost has it stolen away. Stroff corner, there's Costello, she wants 3, side rim no. And for the Thoroughbreds right now, they're lucky that RPI isn't shooting well from the outside either. But it will be an offensive rebound for the Engineers. Hermosa Ball comes around the edge. There's a steal. Madison Meyer is there, and into the hands of Stella Creniti, who rips it away. So the Thoroughbreds defense doing what they can despite the slow offense. Madison Meyer, coast to coast, tries to find Bowen and throws it away. And Meyer should have just taken that right to the tin. I get it, the senior, she wants to be a facilitator. She wants to give her teammates the right shot, but you just got to go straight to the tin there and hope that they follow you. Instead, tried to make the pass to Bowen. Bowen didn't even know it was coming. And it'll be Skidmore turnover, I believe, but it looks like they're going to give the ball to the Thoroughbreds here, which would be a huge break for the green and white. They will. They're saying that ball was tipped. So Skidmore catching a break on what should have been a turnover. Instead, it's going to be a bucket the other way. As the roll by Claudia Schneider on the 15-footer. So RPI not liking that call. The contingency here is kind of on the refs. As they look down low, that's a steal away again, and it's going to be another turnover forced by this Skidmore defense. And would that missed call potentially be a momentum swing here? If the Thoroughbreds could tie the game here, you got to think so. The up and under move missed. Sarah Hasty was there. And again, Hasty did a good job of fighting her way through, going up with the left hand. Couldn't get the drop, and Coach Bostic wants a foul on that shot. Not going to get it. Instead, it's going to come on the rebound the other way. And it'll be Sienna Smith at the line again. So first one's up and good. She's been perfect at the charity stripe here today. Again, 9 of this team's 11 points. Sienna Smith poised to do it again here. Skidmore already with 5 team fouls. Smith buries a pair again. So again, Skidmore not able to take advantage of that momentum swing on what was even, I'll say, a missed call as Hasty drives the lane. That time, no one there. They parted like the Red Sea. Didn't need to have the same degree of difficulty on that one. And it's back to a 2-point game and a steal. And Audrey Bowen, who doesn't usually get steals in that part of the court, with the quick hands and the 6'1 sophomore, gives it back to the Thoroughbreds here as Cronetti tries to make the pass inside Snyder and a kick ball. And he'll stay here as it goes off the foot of Neve Gendron. Checking in as well will be Megan Haynes. Shot is up and good as Martinez ties the game, and she has been so quick for this team inside. And look at that again, the 6'1 sophomore with another steal, and the Thoroughbreds now creating offense from their defense. And then a violation inside. Unless they have it ready to go. So again, the Thoroughbreds got the ball back and then turn it right back over. And a trap in the corner, it'll be a timeout. So Coach Green wants to talk it over. We got a tie ball game here at the EVAC Center. 53 seconds to go in this opening quarter in this Liberty League round 1 matchup. The 6 seed and the 3 seed Engineers and Thoroughbreds. So the inbound from Book, and the steal away again. So the Thoroughbreds on defense early on as Brooke Boyle throws that one away. 47 seconds to go here. Again, talk to Coach Bostic. He said it's important in a game like this to win every quarter. They have a chance to do that here with a bucket. It's been a slow offensive day for the Thoroughbreds at this point, and what looked like it was going to be a travel on Martinez. I believe they called the foul instead. They did, as they give that one to Boyle, her first, team's third. So it gets back into Martinez here. Sophia Martinez dribbling left and slicing through the lane, tries to throw it up in traffic. Good job that time by Sydney Blaney to alter that shot. And Blaney's got a top arc again. There's Cronetti out in her grill. Look at this defense at the perimeter by the Thoroughbreds. Not making anything easy. And now there's a steal. And so far, the green and yellow have been the aggressors as they get Cronetti out of pass from Audrey Bowen. And that's talk about winning the quarter. Thoroughbreds score at the buzzer, and it's 14-12 at the end of one. And this isn't just a regular Liberty League game. This is win or go home. It is the Liberty League tournament as they get it into Boyle. Boyle across the way. Blaney thought about the three. Instead gets it down low. Boyle again. And she's got to move her feet. And she does. Boyle, kick shot, corner, no. Rebound comes down to Crinetti. And now for the first time this game, the Thoroughbreds with a chance to extend. As they get it down to Bowen. Bowen across the way, and the shot is up and rattled home. And Claudia Schneider, that's what she does. She can score from anywhere on the floor. That time gets the roll from the outside, and the Thoroughbreds have their largest lead of the afternoon at 17-12. Again, the two teams on different trajectories coming into this game. RPI 17-8. They went 12-6 in conference. Thoroughbreds are 11-14 and 9-9 in conference play as the score down the floor by Blaney hits it with the left. Part of that overall record, though, is due to the Thoroughbreds having one of the toughest non-conference schedules I have seen. 7 of their 9 non-conference games were against nationally ranked teams. And it's got them battle-tested for moments just like this as they make the pass into Bowen and the 6-1 sophomore scores. So the Thoroughbreds remain up by 5 here as Blaney thought about the three, gets it back down to Costello. Costello is D'd up with Bowen on the outside. Now they kick it back to Blaney, no. And RPI has not been able to get it going from outside either. This is a team that hits a lot of threes in a game, and they just cannot buy a bucket from the perimeter right now as Boyle, who had 19 points the last time these two teams met, almost has it ripped away there. 7 on the shot clock, and Megan Haynes inside using that body and scores. And Haynes, who is one of their top outside scorers. And it's going to be a media timeout here on the dead ball. So with 7:57 to go here in this second period, 19-16, Skidmore in front in this winner go home game. So the Thoroughbreds going to get the ball in here. Again, they are nursing a 3-point lead right now as Madison Meyer drives the lane on Boyle, looking inside, looking for Martinez, threw it away, but grabbed by Ruby Kropp, and Kropp has it poked away by Costello. And Sophie Costello almost went coast to coast with that one, but just a little too fast that time, got ahead of herself and knocked it out of bounds. So 7:39 to go here, 19-16 to count. As Meyer drives the lane, floater off the glass, got the roll. Myers got 4 here on the afternoon. It's 21-16, Thoroughbreds in front. And again, they're going to run that press defense as well as Hermazabal up the floor now, right at that R logo at midcourt. Over to Boyle. Boyle to Costello, top arc. Costello and Martinez are going to be a fun matchup to watch all game long here. As he get it into Smith. Smith kicks it across. Hermazabal wide open for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Neve Gendron. She can't get it to roll, but she gets her own rebound. And the tie up by Ruby Kropp. And again, a RPI team that the last time these two teams played, remember, it was a tight one up in, actually the last one was here. And this RPI team hit 13 threes in that game. I mean, it was a three-point party for them. And right now, I mean, if you look at what they've done so far, they're 0 of 6 from outside. I mean, credit maybe Skidmore's perimeter defense, but also they're just not hitting the shots they need right now as Martinez, the drive, the scoop, the score, and 1. And the spunky sophomore just put them up 23-16. And right now, Skidmore, the team with nothing to lose, left for dead in this conference. They were the 6th seed. They snuck their way in by having 2 wins over St. Lawrence and Clarkson on Senior Day weekend. Lost their final 2 games of the year to Ithaca and RIT. But again, this team's got nothing to lose. And they're on RPI's home floor right now, taking it to them. 24-16, the pass down to Costello. She scores, and that is the first RPI bucket from the floor in nearly 4 minutes. So 24-18. As Sarah Hasty has it on the perimeter. Hasty to Martinez. Martinez around, makes the pass inside Meyer. Meyer can't get that one to fall, but Severino grabs the rebound. And the whistle blows here. A dead ball substitution. As Hasty comes out, and Claudia Schneider will check back in. And they get it into Meyer, who's fouled. And Costello, she's trying to plead her case to the ref. As it looks like on the inbound, Meyer just tripped over Costello's foot. She's saying she threw the elbow. Either way, it's going to be 2 shots for the Thoroughbreds here. As the senior makes the first. So second shot coming here for Madison Meyer. It's up and good. So the Thoroughbreds been very good at the line here today. They've also gotten to the line more than they usually do, as this is not a team that shoots a lot of free throws. And there's a steal on the inside. This Skidmore defense has been tenacious, to say the least. As now Martinez down the floor, turns, looks, makes the pass in traffic to Severino, and she's able to get it out despite the contact. And right now, Skidmore absolutely clicking as Martinez drives the lane, going to the line again. So for RPI, that should be their 3rd team foul of the quarter. And if it's on Costello, which it looks like it might be, that's her first. Nope, they're going to give it to Stroff. So both players were there. And if Martinez makes both of these, it could be a 10-point game. She does miss the first, though. Either way, they can make it 9. And she does. So 27-18. Again, the largest lead, not just of the game, the largest lead Skidmore has had on RPI this season. Let's see if they can hold it. As again, voice of the Thoroughbreds here, Chris McSwiggan with you on RPI TV. Keen Deniger, the RPI voice, going to be doing half number 2. As they get it inside, Sienna Smith puts that one up, can't buy the bucket there. Again, interior defense for the Thoroughbreds, and that time they got caught sleeping as Hermazabal with the quick hand stole it right away. And again, Skidmore might have gotten a little bit too comfortable there, kind of sleepwalking through the inbounds. And the quick hands of Hermazabal made her pay. Jenny Shine's going to check in here as well for the Thoroughbreds as they're going to replace Ruby Krupp. So to be an inbound. Stroff into Hermazabal, wants the three from the corner, no. And now they're 0 of 7 from out there. Rebound down to Gendron. Stroff wants the three, and she can't make that one to go either. So the Thoroughbreds now have forced a couple of threes. They've given them some open threes, but again, a team that made 13 from behind the arc the last time these two teams met has a goose egg right now. Severino. Inside, looks, there's Meyer. Free throw line jumper, no. Rebound is tipped out and into the hands of Hermazabal. As RPI tries to cut it into his lead. 4:41 to go here, second quarter. Down low to Smith. Sienna Smith to Boyle. Boyle quarter to Stroff. Stroff, baseline. Boyle thought about the three, step back, almost traveled. And instead it'll be Stroff in the corner. No, that one rattled out. And they just cannot get a shot, a three ball to fall right now as they're getting good shots. RPI is moving the ball around well enough from the perimeter, but just not able to get him to drop as Martinez, she's been the aggressor trying to get to the lane despite being the smallest player on the floor. Tried to slice through two there. Couldn't get the drop, so Thoroughbreds leaving the door open here. For the Thoroughbreds is Neve Gendron in the corner, back rim, no. Now they're 0 of 10. From behind the arc, as it's going to stay here with the Thoroughbreds. It goes out of bounds off of Schneider. Meyer and it looks like Severino will come out, and Hasty and Crenity check in. So they work it around the corner. That's a long shot for Neve Gendron. Got it, but it's only a 2. She was well within the line that time. So it'll be 27-20. Again, Thoroughbreds holding on to a 7-point lead. They have been, after a slow start in the first, absolutely rolling here in the second quarter. There's the drive. Hasty is blocked by Gendron and tried to save it herself, and it's out of bounds. Coach Bostic knows it. I mean, if you're Hasty there, you know the shot got blocked. You're on the baseline. She tried to reach out and grab it herself. You just got to let that one go, and you'll have the inbound coming yourself. Instead, it'll be RPI ball with a chance to cut into this lead again with 3:13 to go. Again, 27-20 the count as Boyle crossed the way over to Stroff. Stroff down low. Gendron, no. And a rebound to Shine. Shine over to Claudia Schneider, and they're going to slow things down now. So both teams not able to take advantage of the easy ones inside, albeit there is a lot of contact, but again, that's a shot that Neve Gendron usually makes. And they get a foul on the perimeter. As Bowen comes in, Shine checks out. Skidmore's just got side, and they have 4 6-footers on this team. One of them coming in right now, the 6'1" Audrey Bowen, and she is a whole load to handle on the inside, and I think that's why they're doing it. Skidmore right now is taking advantage of a smaller RPI lineup as Crenity drives the lane off the glass. No, rebound is pulled down, and boy, if there's anybody that can match that size, it's Neve Gendron, as the two 6'1" players battle on the inside, both from Massachusetts as well, as Neve Gendron is from Quincy, Mass, and Megan Drury from Amherst. Or excuse me, Bowen rather, from Amherst. As they get it to Boyle. Boyle rolls it home, and just like that, we got a little mini run here. As RPI trying to scratch and claw their way back into this game. They were down by 10 at one point. Again, they are 0 of 10 from behind the arc after hitting 13 the last time these two teams played. Kicks it out. Hasty, the 5-footer, no. And Skidmore now starting to look a little bit like they did in the first quarter, not making the baskets that are afforded to them. As Boyle down the floor, Sienna Smith, 10-footer, corner, got it. And here come the Engineers. They've cut it to 3. Sienna Smith has 12 of this team's 24 points. As Crinity outside to Schneider. Schneider handoff to Martinez, who's going to try to go right past Boyle and has it ripped away. And there's Hermazabal. Hermazabal trying to go coast to coast with it, takes the contact. No foul called, but it's knocked out of bounds. And the RPI student section doesn't like it as it happened right in front of them. They wanted to see some free throws on that one, but instead it's going to be an RPI inbound. Either way, it's only a 3-point game, a 7-0 run here for the Engineers. Again, they were down by 10. They just cut it to 3, and we talked about Skidmore winning that first quarter with that buzzer shot, and RPI leading for the majority of the first. Skidmore coming all the way back. RPI doing the same thing right now, being down big, coming all the way back here at the end of this quarter, and if they can get some momentum going into the locker room, that would be huge for the home team. Boyle wants 3 and can't get it to go. They're now 0 of 11 from outside, and Hermazabal with the tie-up. And it'll be Skidmore ball. And you're not going to see a whole lot on the stat sheet for Hermazabal in terms of points. He's scoreless here tonight, but she has been paying dividends on the defensive side of the ball and in the hustle category. As she's got her hands on a lot of loose balls so far and forced a couple of tie-ups now. As RPI seeming to match this aggression from the Thoroughbreds. And they do it again there. Another steal for Hermazabal. Down the floor to Gendron. Gendron up and under move, had it poked away by Meyer, and it's out of bounds. And Neve Gendron just fell victim to the biggest trap you can get when you're a tall player. She got the ball. You just got to take that one dribble and go up with it. She went up, went back down to set herself, and Madison Meyer able to get a hand on it. And the first 3 of the game for the Engineers ties it up. And who else? It's Hermazabal. She's done everything else here tonight. And she ties it for the Engineers. 27 apiece here. And they've come storming back, and now this gym is loud. As Meyer drives the lane, missed the layup, but able to rip away the rebound. And they get it back to Hasty. Hasty to Crinity. Stella Crinity thought about the 3, instead pulls it down Schneider. 23 seconds. And dribbles off her knee, out of bounds is Hasty. Talk about momentum. The momentum is fully in the camp of the red and black right now. So down the floor, it'll be Stroff. Stroff kicks corner. Hermazabal's there again. There's 7 seconds on the shot clock. RPI can hold for the final shot if they so choose. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. They got to get it off. Sienna Smith launches, side rim, no. And that is how the first half will end, knotted at 27. And yes, I understand they didn't score right before the half, but they have the momentum. They came all the way back from 10 points down to knot this thing up. And for a while, just from an aggression standpoint, from a momentum standpoint, it looked like Skidmore was going to run away with this thing. But the heart and the grit of this RPI team got them back into it. That and also Skidmore missing some shots as well. And we got a 27-27 ball game at the half. We'll be back for some stats and analysis in a little bit here on RPI TV, as we got about 15 minutes to the start of the second half. And again, Keen Deniger will be taking over for me here in the second half. But again, we'll bring you some stats and analysis as well as some scores around the Liberty League when we get back.
Welcome back to a second half of RPI Engineers basketball versus Skidmore women's basketball. Thoroughbreds leading the charge so far in this one. In a late second quarter push, Engineers coming back, tying this game at 27 this season. Skidmore women's 6-9 away. And 9-9 in conference with an overall record of 11-14, ranked number 6 in the Liberty League. On the other side, the Engineers, 17-8 overall record, home record of 9-3 and a conference record of 12-6, number 3rd ranked in the Liberty League. Skidmore women's basketball team on a 2-game losing streak after a loss on February 20th to Ithaca College, losing 47-64. Then on the 21st, just a day after, they got handed their second loss versus RIT, getting outscored 49-58. Here we are today, halftime, rolling down for a second half of action. On the other flip side, Engineers winning the last game versus Clarkson, 7-58, with Sienna Smith having a huge game, 23 points, shooting efficient 9 for 12 from the field. Additionally, Megan Haynes adding 14 points off the bench. Big addition for that Engineers team. Little history here. Engineers 41-34 in these two teams' history. Engineers on a 2-game streak versus Skidmore. Right now, headed back into the action with the clock running down. Teams back out on the floor right now as we head. Top of the key, ball poked out by the Thoroughbreds. A little slip up right there, Homaza ball, and Meyer going at it. Three ball right there for the Engineers. Nice shot, these Engineers. Sienna Smith on that 3-ball. Engineers shooting 30% from the 3-point line this season. Thoroughbreds, top of the key. On the left side right there. Myers layup. A little strong, rebounded by the Engineers. Boyle driving out to Gender, and ball poked away by Kropp.
All season long.
Engineers inbounding, Harmaza ball. Into Boyle. Smith, top of the key. Into Gendron, ball stolen by Crop. Here come the Thoroughbreds. Costello almost with the steal. Engineer. Costello upset about that one. Thoroughbreds possession. Clear frustration on Costello's face right there. It'll be Thoroughbreds possession on the left side. Inbounding is Hasty. Into Martinez. Martinez, top of the key. Martinez. Into Schneider. Schneider working on Boyle. Couldn't get it to go. Boyle rebounds. Pushes it down. Boyle. Over to Harmaza ball. Harmaza ball driving into Smith. Smith blocked by Crop. Ruby Crop with a big block right there. 8:18 left in the third period. Engineers up 3. Crop averaging 2.8 blocks per game this season. A formidable paint defender indeed. Thoroughbreds in the paint. Harmaza ball. Some nice hands up defense. Severino going to the line for one more. Thoroughbreds. First shot, no good. Rebound by Smith. Costello working it down left side. Boyle, 3-ball blocked by Severino. Martinez dribbles it up. Costello almost got the steal right there. Martinez with control. Off the backboard, layup is good. Thoroughbreds with a 1-point lead, 31-30. Harmaza ball. Resetting this offense. Boyle right side. Smith, pump fakes, spins around. Looking, shoots off the glass. Boyle runs in for a rebound. Sloppy pass. Martinez. Spinning over Boyle. Shot rebounded by Crop. No, sorry, by Schneider. Nice outlet pass there. Couldn't convert the layup. Costello. Martinez. Dribbling it down for the Thoroughbreds. Into Crop. Crop's layup is good. Costello looking for the charge right there. Couldn't find it. Referees did not believe that was a charge. Harmaza ball. Hand off of Smith. Smith, 3-pointer. Not enough on that one. Boyle. Boyle. A little hesitant on that shot right there. Martinez working on Harmaza ball. Into Schneider. Schneider's layup is good. Thoroughbreds have found themselves with a 7-point lead. 5:28 left in the third quarter. I don't hear you. Thoroughbreds on a 10-0 run right now, with 1 steal during that run. Looking at a bit of stats right here. Ruby Crop leading the teams in blocks and defensive rebounds. We saw a block from Crop a few minutes ago, averaging 2.8 blocks per game and 4.2 defensive rebounds per game. Skidmore averaging 58 points per game, on pace to break that tonight. Shooting 39% from the field and 27% from three-pointer. Also averaging 12 steals per game. Both teams averaging around 18 points off turnovers a game. Very crucial for this Engineers offense, as we've seen all season. Ball poked out by Sienna Smith. Thoroughbreds had a steal. It will now be Engineers possession again. Sarah Hasty had the steal from Smith. Fell out of bounds right there. Stroff. Meyer put in the defense on Stroff right there. Now letting her get past that half-court line. Stroff inbounding. Looking for Costello. Costello over to Smith. Smith's layup good. Sienna Smith, the points leader for this Engineers team, averaging 12 points per game on an efficient 50% from the field. Meyer driving on a Hamaza ball left side. Ball rolls off the rim. Outlet pass Costello. Hamaza ball. Ball stolen by Schneider. Pokes it out of bounds. It'll be the Engineers' possession. Timeout right here. 4:37 left in the third quarter. RPI 32, Skidmore 37. Last 2 meetings between these 2 teams this season, both very close games. January 10th, 2026 of this year, a nail biter as Engineers sneak out a win, 51-47 in Troy. A game with 11 lead changes and 8 ties. 2 more weeks after, January 30th, the second time these 2 teams faced off this season. Engineers win 68-61 at Skidmore with a big game from Brooke Boyle with 19 points, making 5 three-pointers in that game. Engineers shooting the lights out from beyond the arc in that game on January 30th. A well-even matchup tonight in the EVAC arena between the RPI Engineers and Skidmore Thoroughbreds. Both teams well-matched defensively in both meetings this season. Tough battles between the 2. Engineers obviously coming out victorious in both meetings this season. Winner of this game will go on to play RIT in the semifinal on Friday. Both teams back out to the floor. Engineer possession. Hamaza ball working on their defender. Fouls called on number 4, Megan Drury. Hamaza ball will head to the line for 2 free throws. Bounces off the back of the rim. Rebounded by the Thoroughbreds. Up ahead. Layup. Audrey Brown. Thoroughbreds in a full court press. Gets the steal. Hasty. Works it out. Thoroughbreds calming this offense down. Hasty, mid-range jumper, rebounded by Stroff. Engineers cross that half-court line, heading into a little bit of an offensive set. Smith had to give it away. Costello has it, top of the key. Madison Meyer playing high up on her, far up off the three-point line. One more. Harmazabal left side three. Bang out! Harmazabal hits that three to cut the lead down to 1 for the Thoroughbreds. Meyer. Costello hustling for the ball, dives. Harmazabal. Costello and Harmazabal working for the basketball right there. Couldn't force a turnover. It'll be Thoroughbreds possession. .225 left in the third period. Thoroughbreds inbounding into Meyer. Driving right side, Printy. Thoroughbreds inbounding under their own basket. Severino, layup is good. Costello. Ball works itself up to Gendron. Gendron searches. Stroff into Smith. Smith blocked by Hasty. Here come the Thoroughbreds. Shot by the Thoroughbreds. Miss right there. Skidmore on a 12-2 run in the last 6 minutes of this game. Engineers a little cold. Nope, I'm sorry, that was wrong. Sienna Smith with 17 points so far in this one. 5 for 11. Blaney called for the foul with 55 seconds left in the third quarter. Thoroughbreds will inbound by their bench. Meyer driving left, working on Smith. Crop works over the smaller Costello, gets the layup in for 2. With 30 seconds left, 25 seconds on the shot clock. Blaney, uncontrolled dribbling right there. Costello and Blaney find themselves on the floor. Engineer possession. With 23 seconds left and 20 on the shot clock, 3-second differential. Stroff, left side. Over to Costello. Costello, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Driving left, Costello. Floater from Flynn, no good. Martinez, he can't find the basket. At the end of the third quarter, 35-43, Skidmore up 8. RPI scoreless in the last 2:20 right there. Engineers not having a successful night from beyond the arc, shooting 3 for 18. Looking on the other side, Skidmore only shooting 3 three-pointers tonight with 1 make. So a very contrast difference. Back into the action. Engineer possession. We've seen a contrast in offense tonight. Engineers shooting a vast amount of three-pointers, 18 to be exact. While Thoroughbreds only shooting 3 three-pointers tonight. Very different coaching styles. Stroff's layup is good right there. Making the Thoroughbreds lead only 6 points. Leading scorer for the Thoroughbreds, Martinez, with 10 points, 4 for 10 from the field. Martinez driving, layup over Smith. Rebound attempt from the Thoroughbred. It'll be Engineer possession. Danielle Stroff taking out the ball. Hamaza ball right side. Flynn. Smith, three-pointer off front rim. Blaney trying to get a steal on Martinez right there. It'll be Thoroughbred's possession. Both teams averaging 12 steals per game tonight. Thoroughbreds with 13 steals. Engineers only with 6 steals tonight. Smith takes that pass away. Outlets to Blaney. Blaney into Costello. Costello fouled on that layup right there. Thoroughbreds also with 6 blocks tonight. Ruby Crop with 2, Hasty with 2. Engineers 17 turnovers in tonight's basketball game. Second free throw for Costello. Free throw's good. 5-point game with 8:14 left in the fourth period. Meyer. Thoroughbreds. Some nice passing right here. Layup from Hasty is rolls in. Thoroughbreds continuing to get full court press the Engineers. Blaney over to Flynn. Flynn. Costello with 6 on the clock. Driving left. Floater over one. Ball rattles in and out. Here come the Thoroughbreds. Meyer. Thoroughbreds looking for the pass into the post. Ball poked out. It'll be Thoroughbreds possession. Meyer. Guarded by Costello. Bowen. One more. With 3 on the clock. Shot from Schneider's good. Smith. Smith picked up the ball over to Costello. Costello driving left side. Lost control of it in the progress of driving to the basket. Timeout right here. Claudia Schneider, 3 for 4 in her last 4. She is 11 in this one. Thoroughbred shooting much efficiently, more efficient than the Engineers, shooting 21 for 49. 43% from the field, while the Engineers 14 for 48, 29% from the field. A large contrast in the grand scheme of this basketball game. With 6:25 to go, Engineers with a 9-point deficit. Trinity over to Hasty, into Bowen. Bowen, one more. Trinity's 3 off the backboard, rebounded by Stroff. Stroff outlet pass. One more to Boyle, right? Hamazabal driving, gets through 2 defenders. Layup rolls in. Nice layup right there from Hamazabal. Hamazabal. 6 points tonight. 8 points. Schneider in the post. Hounded by Harmazabal. Costello's three. Bounces off the front of the rim. Thoroughbred's rebound. Thoroughbred possession headed down. Martinez finds a wide open Bowen. Bowen's layup. Falls out of the rim. Engineers Stroff's 9-footer. A little too strong. Thoroughbreds. Martinez driving on Boyle. Fadeaway fouled. Martinez will go to the line for two. With 4 minutes remaining, Engineers with a 7-point deficit. Whenever these teams match up, a very tight battle. Second free throw, rebounded by Schneider. Martinez has it, working on Harmazabal. Ball rolls out of bounds. Skidmore subs back in Madison Meyer with 4:30 remaining. Thoroughbred. Myers layup, too strong off the backboard. Rebounded by Stroff. Outlet pass. Referees call travel on Boyle's crossover. Hasty inbounding to Martinez. Martinez driving. One more to Meyer. Myers left-handed layup blocked by Stroff. Stroff with some strong defense, denying Meyer at the rim. Harmazabal out to Costello. Costello's three-pointer off back rim, rebounded by Schneider. Harmazabal hounding Schneider on that rebound with 3:47 left. Engineers 40-48. Skidmore with an 8-point lead. Engineers scoreless for the last 2 minutes. Sienna Smith. Not a lot of action from her in this fourth quarter. Skidmore, Madison Meyer putting on the Jets to get up the floor. Martinez driving on Harmazabal. Harmazabal blocks it away from the rim. Boyle recovers. Back to Harmazabal, one more into the paint. Here's Smith. Costello, guarded by Schneider. Stroff into Costello. Costello banks it into the room. Banks it in. 6-point lead for the Thoroughbreds. Meyer, guarded by Smith. Into Hasty. Hasty misses that one. Thoroughbreds retain possession as Martinez works on Stroff off a screen. Here she goes, driving right, blocked by Boyle. Engineers with 7 blocks in this one. We've seen a few of them in this last few minutes. With 2 minutes remaining, Engineers down 6. Shot clock expires as Bowen gets a shot up. Thoroughbreds get their own rebound. They've got a whole new possession with 10 seconds on the clock. Hasty into Bowen. Bowen gets it into Meyer. Backing down Hermazabal. Strong off the glass. Rebounded by Hermazabal. Hermazabal pushing the ball out right there. Costello, right side. Smith. Stroff crossing. Engineer possession. And Stroff inbounds with 1:43 left. Stroff. Into Hermazabal. Hermazabal, risky pass into Smith. Foul called. Engineer possession, Costello. Foul called on Hasty with 1:30 remaining. 42-48. 20 seconds remaining on the shot clock. The Engineers are going to look to score here. Three-pointer from Smith. Spins in and out. Rebounded by Hasty. Bowen crosses the half-court line. Across to Meyer. Into Bowen. Bowen flicks it. Touches Costello's hands out of bounds. 1:04 left. 42-48. 16 seconds left on the shot clock for the Thoroughbreds. Hasty inbounds. Martinez, top of the key. And off of Meyer. Schneider spins off Boyle. Shot clock violation from the Thoroughbreds. Martinez tried to get a shot off last second. With 45 seconds, Engineers need 2 3-pointers. Official review from the refs right here. Both teams will go back to their seats. Both teams scoreless for the last 2 minutes, as it's been a chippy one in the last 2 quarters. Winner of this one, we're going to play RIT in the semifinal on Friday. Skidmore looking to make it 35-41 all time versus the Engineers. Smith, very cold so far in the fourth. Shooting, but not completing those baskets. .47 seconds left. Engineers inbound. Draw, 40 seconds. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Stroff's three-pointer off front rim. Rebound by Martinez. Game clock and shot clock. 1 second differential. Foul called on Smith. Thoroughbreds possession. Madison Mile head to the line for two with 26 seconds left and a 6-point lead for the Thoroughbreds. Smith. Myers' first shot is good. Armazabal fouls out with 5 fouls in this one. 15 total team fouls for the Engineers. Second shot, bounces off back rim, rebounded by Sienna Smith. Timeout call. With 24 seconds left, a 7-point deficit. Definitely a bit of luck needed in this one. The Engineers just not shooting the regular splits. Usually 39% from the field goal. Tonight only 29%, along with the 3-point percentage. Tonight 13%. For tonight, 30% every game. Thoroughbreds with 13 points off turnovers. This season averaging 18.2 points off turnovers. With 24 seconds left, Engineers right side, inbound into Armazabal. Armazabal. Thoroughbreds rebound. It looks like the end of this one. 13 seconds left. 42-49. Engineers with a 7-point loss. It's going to look like a little headline for 2 more. Skidmore going to play RIT on the semifinal on Friday, as well as the Engineers have a playoff. The men's team have a playoff game on Friday. Tune in for that one. Engineer men's. What a season they've been. #1 ranked in Liberty League. Above Union. Second shot right here. Rebounded by the Engineers. Costello. Strauss three-pointer. Rebounded by Smith. Smith fighting with 2 seconds left as the clock expires. Skidmore will advance to the semifinals against RIT on Friday. Thank you so much for listening. 50-42, Skidmore victorious. See you Friday.